Hey, this is Ketan Agarwal. In today's video, I am going to cover a small cap company whose market cap is just 960 crore rupees. Current market price of the share is 101 rupees per share and the stock is trading at a PE ratio of 6.1, whereas industry average is 24.2 times. So clearly this stock is available at a huge discount. At the same time, we can clearly see that this company is not at all overvalued. And the best part is that last 5 years average profit growth is 68%. So the name of this small cap company is Tamil Nadu Petro Products. So in this video, I am going to cover fundamental analysis of Tamil Nadu Petro Products. My name is Ketan Agarwal, your investment coach. Let's start with the analysis. So let's start with the presentation. In this presentation, I am going to cover 4 main parts. First, introduction, whereas I am going to talk about the products of the company. Second is industry analysis. Third is financials of the company. And fourth one is technical analysis of Tamil Nadu Petro Products. So let's start with the introduction of the company. So the company has 4 main products: linear alkaline benzene, caustic soda, chlorine, and propylene oxide. So starting with linear alkaline benzene, which is also known as LAB in the short form. So this product is used as a raw material in the manufacturing process of detergent. So it is used as a surfactant in detergent and other home cleansing products such as laundry liquid, dishwash liquids, and other type of cleansing products. So detergent industry is expected to grow at a faster pace due to increase in population in India and increased consumption. So India, China and Middle East major supplier of this particular raw material in the entire world. Second product is caustic soda, which is again used in different kind of industries like paper, textile, aluminum, soap and detergent industry. And the annual increase in demand of the product is expected to be around 5% year after year. Next product is chlorine, which is again used as a raw material in vinyl chloride, chlorinated paraffin wax, pearl, water treatment, paper treatment, so many other industries. Again, this is a raw material. And last product is propylene oxide, which is again a feedstock, meaning it is a raw material for so many other industries such as automobile, domestic home appliances, industrial insulation. For so many industries, this particular product acts as a raw material. So here you can see the product of this particular company, Tamil Nadu Petro Products, is actually a raw material for vast number of industries. So the product diversification of the company is very good, because of which the risk of the company comes down, because company is not dependent on any particular company or any particular industry. That is the good part about this company. Now let's cover second part of this presentation, which is industry analysis. So presently there is no anti-dumping duty on caustic soda. So basically government imposed anti-dumping duty on certain types of product in order to protect interest of the domestic manufacturers. But currently there is no anti-dumping duty on caustic soda, whereas anti-dumping duty is available for LAB, which is linear alkaline benzene. But Alkaline Manufacturing Association has initiated action to seek anti-dumping duty in this particular area, and because of which the company is also planning to expand its capacity by 65%. Next is LAB product, which is one of the most important product of Tamil Nadu Petro Products. So there is a big factory coming up in Saudi Arabia, which is going to be a major competitor for Tamil Nadu Petro Products. So in order to compete with this player, Tamil Nadu Petro Products is increasing its capacity so that the manufacturing cost can come down even further and company can easily compete with this particular foreign player. So currently company is trying to increase its production so that they can reduce their cost of production. So the company is planning to invest around 435 crore rupees to increase its production capacity of LAB products. Now let's cover third important part of this presentation, which is financials. So here you can see the sales of the company is rising very fast year after year from 2017 to 2022. And if you compare 2021 with 2022, you can see increase in sales by 57.72%. And if we see last 5 years average sales growth, then it is 15.22%. And talking about profit of the company, then profit of the company has went up from 13 crore in 2017 to 175 crores in 2022. And if you compare FY21 versus 22, then the increase in the profit is 38%, whereas 5 years average profit growth is 68.19%, which is extremely good. So if you compare FY22 sales versus FY22 profit, then the increase in profit percentage is comparatively less compared to increase in sales. So the major reason for the reduction in profit percentage is because of the increase in cost of the production of the company, and that I'm going to cover in little details after some times. Next, if you see profit margin of the company, in the year 2017 it was just 1.46%, whereas in March 2021 it was 11%. So you can see how profit margin of the company is rising, which is extremely positive for the company. Whereas in March 2022 the net profit margin of the company is 9.68%. So there is a little drop in the net profit margin of the company, and the reason I'm going to cover after some times, as I told before also. So if you see quarter sales of the company, it is quite stable, and we can see sales rising in the June quarter, like I mean to say Q1 FY23. And quarter profit, if you see, it is coming down a bit, and net profit margin also coming down a bit. So for the major reason for decrease in the net profit margin and net profit percentage is that the cost of raw material has went up. So in this type of industry, crude oil is a major type of raw material. In this graph you can see the crude oil price touched high of $122 per barrel, which has now started to come down, and now it is currently trading at around 86 per barrel. So as you can see here, the price of crude oil has already started to fall. So again, the net profit margin of the company is going to rise in the coming quarters. So as the net profit margin of the company will increase, so profit of the company is also going to increase, which is again going to be a positive sign for the company. Next is balance sheet of the company. If you see the reserves of the company, it is rising constantly year after year, which is again very positive sign. And the borrowings of the company has started to fall in the long run. If you see in the year 2013, the borrowings of the company was around 197 crores, which is just 56 crore in the year 2022. So here you can see the borrowings of the company has started to fall, which is again a positive sign for the company, and because of which the net profit margin of the company will rise in the coming future. So the balance sheet of the company is very clean, you can see here. And if you see the cash flow of the company, again it is quite positive, and you can see here cash flow from operation is quite stable and positive, which is again a very positive sign for the company. And if you see shareholding pattern of the company, then public holding is 56%, promoter holding 35%, DII's holding is 10%. So here promoter holding is quite low, and if it would have been more than 50%, then it would have been more positive. But anyways, the company is performing good as of now. So here we are going to cover ratios of the company. So here you can see net profit margin of the company currently is 9.68%, which I am expecting to rise in the coming future as the prices of crude oil started to fall once again. Return on capital employed is around 33.7%, which is very high and very impressive. So what is return on capital employed? So suppose if you are investing a certain amount in a particular company or anywhere, whatever money it is able to generate for you, that is return on capital employed. Meaning, suppose if you have invested 5 lakh rupees in a particular company and you are able to generate a return of 1 lakh rupees from that company every year, then the return on capital employed is around 20%. So here the return on capital employed is 33.7%. This shows how efficiently the company is utilizing its available capital. So here you can see clearly the company is utilizing its available capital very efficiently. The book value of the company is around 83.2 and price to book value is 1.21%. So here we can see the company is not at all overvalued. And at the same time, P ratio of the company is 6.1, industry average is 22.9, median of the company is 5.5. So currently the company is trading around its median of 5.5, and it is far below its industry average. So clearly here also the company is not at all overvalued, you can see clearly here. And the promoter holding, as we saw before, it is little less. Interest coverage ratio of the company is around 33.8, which is very impressive. So here the company is not at all financially in trouble, so the company is financially sound, because we can see that interest coverage ratio is very high here. So here I am going to show you one interesting analysis. So if you analyze the EPS growth of the company, then EPS of the company in the March 2022 was 1.49, and EPS during March 2022 it was 19.49. So average growth in the EPS in the last 5 years was 67%. And if we see share price in March 2017 it was 29, and during March 2022 it became 101. So here average growth in the share price of the company is just 27%, whereas average EPS growth is 67%. So here we can clearly see that lots of growth in the share price of this company is still pending. So this shows us a great opportunity to invest in this particular company. So now let's cover technical analysis of Tamil Nadu Petro Products. So here you can see currently the share price is around 100 rupees, and if you see here the company has strong support at around 97 rupees, and after that there is a strong support as 92 rupees. So I am expecting that this company should not go below 92, but on the upside there is a huge potential which is still pending. There is a huge rise which is possible in the upside, but on the downside we do not see there is a much possibility for the stock to come. So if you see risk and reward ratio of this particular company, it is very impressive. On the downside I'm not expecting a fall of more than 10%. On the upside I'm seeing around 40 to 50%. So risk and reward ratio is very good in this particular company at this particular point of time. So I think you must analyze this company in details. This can be a very good investment for you. But remember, do not invest on the basis of my analysis. You must do your own analysis before making any investment, or you should consult your financial advisor before making any investment decision. Investment in the stock market can be very risky. You may lose part of your investment or maybe 100% of your investment in the stock market. Secondly, do not make any investment in the stock market if you are planning to withdraw that investment within next 5 years. If you cannot hold your position for more than 5 years, then you should not invest your money in the stock market. So I hope this presentation was very informative and you must have learned something new in this presentation. If you feel this video is very informative, please like the video and do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Bye, take care, enjoy.